Thank you, Dr. Prasad, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. Jeff, the call is yours.
Thank you, Bernard. I appreciate you kind of teeing it up here for us on this Palm Sunday. I know there's a lot of people that are excited about this time of year and what's going on and coming into uh, celebrations that are happening today, this week. It's just fantastic to have Dr. Prasad back here with us. I his son Che was really kind in sending pictures of us, pictures of you, Dr. Prasad, doing different things there in Hawaii. We asked for a picture out there in the ocean, but haven't gotten that one yet. But you've got some great pictures on the dance floor, pictures there on your at your balcony. So
Yeah.
anyway, great. Great times ahead. Well, before we really get into the testimonials of today, it's important that we get our disclaimer up and take care of that. And so, those of you that would like to just follow along with me as I pull our disclaimer up, again, this is I'm just pulling the words up onto the screen. There'll be a green background behind me as I do that. And I just appreciate my co-hosts here, Bernard Dean and Horace Donnell. Great to have them both here with us. But let me get this disclaimer out of the way. And there we have it. My goodness. Okay, adjust the camera a little bit. These statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is solely for educational purposes only and includes recent advances in research on micronutrients. Engage, the micronutrient company, does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. However, Engage's products are formulated to address nutritional deficiencies and supply the body with the required nutrients. It's important to note that nothing here is meant to be a substitute for professional medical treatment or a consultation with your primary healthcare provider. So that having been taken care of, we are free to have today's story hour. Because just like Bernard said, facts tell and stories sell. Not that we're here to sell you anything, but we're helping you understand as part of an educational process the experiences that people have enjoyed. It is truly amazing. Just last Thursday evening, when Dr. Prasad was in Hawaii on his vacation, he was able to be part of a meeting about our new GLP1 boost. And wow, what a fantastic call. Almost an hour and a half. And the information that was just doled out to all of us, including the testimonials at the end, were just absolutely amazing. But really to kind of set the stage and have those of you that are brand new understand a little bit about who Dr. Prasad is, I'm going to have our oldest daughter share with you her experiences, not only with herself, but with one of our grandsons, Isaiah, and how these products have really benefited their life. And so I'm gonna have Michelle just take over and kind of
Yeah.
start the whole experiences. Yes, Dr. Prasad, go ahead.
Yeah. Just one thing I want to say that I
Yes.
want to collect some data and on this issue on effectiveness.
Wanna
And so I will send Jeff to you and Bernard one-page questionnaire that you can send to the people that what their experience have during 4 weeks. And you fill up it, and that I
Okay.
plan to do, what is called observational data on GLP-1, and we will write a paper on that one and publish information, and that can have a wide audience, exposure to wide audience, and people who will help me can share a co-authorship in that program. So your job and Bernard's job would be, I will send it is only one page
Okay.
questionnaire, and then you can distribute to your colleague or engaged family. And those some of them may not like to fill, some of them will fill. But anyway, my goal is to collect 200 such things by June, and then by July I will publish it or August, And so
Awesome.
my goal is to have a wide audience, and you can see the publication of Ozempic and all these kind of people read it, and that get a wide publicity.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, you referenced that on Thursday,
Yeah,
when David was on the call, and so yeah,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it now that you're back home. I'd love to have
So
that.
tomorrow I will send you the one-page things so that you can. I can't send to everybody because I don't have their
Yeah,
email or any contact.
yeah,
The
get it
leaders
over.
like you and Bernard and Beth and so on.
Okay, we'll absolutely do that. Excited about it, Dr. Prasad. That is
Okay,
awesome.
go ahead.
And we're gonna just move you off the screen here for just a moment. And Gretchen will be with you. You'll be the first testimonial.
Okay,
But I need to I need to just share our daughter with you as she
sure.
describes what's going on. So here we go.
Michelle Taylor, and I wanted to tell the story about my son, Isaiah, who, when he started with the micro daily, really had an amazing experience with it. Within 3 days, he had a total change of attitude, a whole change of demeanor. He's never had an issue where I had to come to the school and be present or shadow him since he's been taking the micro daily, which is pretty amazing. This took someone's lifetime of work. Dr. Prasad's lifetime work has gone into this. I mean, Dr. Prasad has written over 25 books in the areas of cancer and nutrition. Dr. Prasad is also the world's first radiation biologist. Microdaily has 7 US patents. 3 of them are in the formulation, and 4 of the patents are human functional patents, which is how the formula works in the human body. It's so right on target. I'm going to take Microdaily. I'm going to take Brain Boost. It's easy for me to recommend because it's my go-to. If I heard of another parent that had this similar struggles, I would recommend that, like, you have nothing to lose by trying it. There's 100% money back guarantee. There's no risk involved. You're only giving yourself nutrition. There's no harmful side effects. There's no cons. There's no cons. And what you see might be really surprising and might literally change.
That's good.
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
I met her once.
You did.
Yeah,
We actually went out and had an early dinner with her there in
I remember very well. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. So excited to have you here, Dr. Prasad. Today is our testimonial day, and I started out there with Michelle's testimonial. And so let's go ahead. We are looking for the first person. I know we had Gretchen Daniel's hand that was up. Today is not an ask questions day, but we are here to hear from people and their experiences, and so Jeanie, I see that your hand is up. Gretchen's hand is up. We're looking forward to your testimony. So I had said we'd come back to Gretchen. So let's do Gretchen first, and then we'll have Jeanie second. So Gretchen, if you want to just go ahead, and I've got your there we go. Okay.
Hello. Good to
Hi.
see you, Dr. Prasad and Jeff and family. So I'm excited about the GLP-1 because I'm noticing myself shrink before the pounds are dropping off, if that makes sense. And I was having, because I had radiation, I was having these flashes across my chest of these, it's like a hot flash, but not, because it was only generalized around that area. And I have not had one for at least a week now. So I'm like, okay, this GLP-1 must be working, because I have not had the need to like have every fan blowing on me with the AC, because it feels like it's a burning sensation that goes across my chest. So with that, with the micro daily, with the GLP-1, I think it's just really doing some great things for my body and balancing my hormones.
Did you find any toxicity when you first few days or first week, like a stomach ache or a nausea or vomiting or any kind of things?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No side
you.
effects whatsoever. If anything, I was in a better mood.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
That is awesome. And yes, thank you, Gretchen, for coming forward and sharing that. Let me go ahead and I will move Gretchen's out of the way, and we are ready for you. Jeanie, have you up here on the screen with us? Tell us your experience with the products. And it doesn't have to be just GLP-1 Boost. It can be any of the products. Go ahead.
So I'm not on the GLP-1, but I have been on the products for 30 months, was taking the maintenance dose. Now, I'm a 40-year traumatic brain injury survivor, and I'm also a licensed massage therapist and wellness coach, wellness practitioner. And I had a client back in November of last year that had a very serious diagnosis of brain cancer. So I was thinking about what I could do for him. And through working through him, I learned about I just became more aware of the therapeutic dose. And also I talked to Jeff a little bit and realized, oh, that's what the soldiers with concussions were probably using, was the therapeutic dose. So in January, I increased my dose. Now, I've lived with high levels of pain and dizziness and cognition issues, a lot of issues. And in January, I went to the therapeutic dose. And I will say this, it wasn't completely with the micro daily EMF. I was trying to save some money, and I had 2 bottles of the micro daily original, one of the micro daily EMF. Now I'm on completely 3 bottles a day of the I'm not 3 bottles a day, but the therapeutic dose of the micro daily EMF. And all I can say is I was feeling better initially, but boy, when I combined that with, I mean, my neuropathy, and I could feel that sensation of pins and needles begin to ease. I could feel the numbness going away. But when I started taking the collagen with the therapeutic dose, it was like somebody turned the lights on in my brain. And I've been waiting 40 years for this, so thank you. And I have just one quick, I know this isn't particularly Q&A, but
it's not, and so we're going to need to go on to the next testimonial. We'll have some Q&A time for Dr. Prasad. So
okay.
Thank you so much, Jeanie. I appreciate it. Sorry to cut you off that way, but as soon as we open it,
can I ask, do you take a probiotic? Does he take a probiotics? And do you take probiotics?
Jeanie, you're muted. If you want to unmute.
I can't hear it.
I'm taking the probiotic, the eye boost, the brain boost.
Good.
And I'm also getting ready to be on the heart boost.
Yes.
Also.
But because this is the reason collagen peptide helps you, because when one of the important functions of collagen is maintain a structural integrity of all organs, in brain, heart, kidney, and so on. So as you grow older, they start shrinking,
right?
And because collagen start losing, and therefore brain or all organ has some disturbance in their structure, and that creates a functional problem. And there has been a clinical study showing that how in a healthy person who has all these kind of symptoms that you described, a supplement of collagen peptide for 90 days improve their mental status, function, and so on. So I'm not very surprised to see that, but nice to hear from you that it also helps, especially brain function. See, at the age of my 90 plus, my mind is still functional.
Very well, I might say.
Okay, thank
That
you.
is so awesome. Thank you, Jeanie and Dr. Prasad. Yes, we appreciate the extra information there that you added to her experience, because that collagen it's part of our core 4.
Yes,
And you
yeah.
spent some time on vacation writing about the core 4 as it relates to what? Just tell all of us here.
Yeah, as you know, we presented in Dubai, core 4 importance in diabetes, core 4 importance in Alzheimer, and now I'm writing on Parkinson's disease.
Wow, core 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, importance in the whole meeting, and they loved it.
That is amazing. And we've seen the award that they gave you, that certificate.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. All right, so we have Miss Alfreda up here that has her hand up. Can you go ahead and open up your camera, Alfreda, your testimony to share with Dr. Prasad. Go ahead. Alfreda? There she is.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
Dr. Prasad, I want to tell you first of all, thank you for this afternoon. He was wonderful enough to do a 3-way call with me with a very close friend of mine. So I want to thank you for that. I just want to say, in my case, I've been dealing with lupus diagnosis. And I want to tell you that I still have not started taking the Plaquenil that they want me to take, because I want to do this naturally, and I'm still in good shape. So, the products, from what the doctors told me, the feedback when they were first checking me out, they say that I should have cancer and I should be a very sick lady, according to my blood tests. But unknowingly, I've been dealing with this for a year, and so I know that taking micro daily will help protect you from getting cancer through your immune system. But this is the proof is in the pudding, because when two doctors tell me, well, you should be really sick, and I can't even tell you have lupus except for the blood test, the lab test. So I'm continuing to do that and follow the protocol, because what they want to give me will ruin my quality of life. And that is so important to me. So I thank you. And my goal too with the GLP1, I'm hoping, and I can tell that my body has stopped attacking me. If that, with the way that lupus does, I'm not having all the issues that I was back in December and January. It's like my body is just like eased out now. And so I won't have another test for another couple months to see if those numbers are moved back, but I'm confident that they will be.
Good, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Alfreda. That was amazing.
Very nice.
Wow. Yep. Okay, so we're looking. We've got another hand up. We've got Horace. You've got your hand up. If you want to go ahead, I'll invite you up here and your experience with the products. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Jeff, and thank you, Dr. Prasad, for being here and always teaching us. We're really grateful for that. But I'm a survivor, as you know, of 2 heart attacks, and so I wanted to find out just how the GLP would work with the medicines that I'm taking. Well, I've taken the GLP. I was about 230 pounds when I started taking the GLP. I am down to 220 pounds, Dr. Prasad.
Wow.
And no side effects whatsoever. And so what I like about the GLP, Dr. Prasad, is not forcing me to lose weight, but it's helping
Yeah,
the areas
slow.
about my body. And that's what I love, because when you own other products, they kind of force you to lose body weight. They force you to lose muscle
Exactly.
weight,
Muscle and
weight. But the GLP is not forcing me to lose anything. I want to get down to about 220. That's where I'm at right now. And everything is leveled off at that. And I'm not continuing to lose the weight. So that's what I love about the products, Dr. Prasad. And thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
Wow. So Dr. Prasad, we're already 20 minutes or so into this call, and we've had some really good testimonials. We're looking for some others to come forward and share their experiences. And here we've got Carmita. I hope I pronounced that just right, but let's go ahead and we'll add you up here. And if you can share your experiences with Dr. Prasad, go ahead.
Yes, Dr. Prasad, I did speak with you on, I think it was on the meeting before this week. I think it was on Tuesday. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you again personally for your products. I had issues with my thyroid. I have hyperthyroidism. And so, but it leveled out. So they wanted to go ahead and take lab work, and they took lab work of my blood work for the thyroids, and I was just blown away. I mean, blown away, because even when I was taking the medication, I still had issues with the thyroid. So since I've been taking the GLP, I got it the 28th of February. March the 31st, I had lab work done, and it came back that my thyroids was stable, that they was normal. I was blown away, because within that time, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And so I just want to thank you. The next thing I'm trying to work hard on now is my diabetes. But I also want to tell you that my husband was taking the products, um, and he has AFib, and the doctor told him that it's not getting any worse. It's stabilized. And then even with his eyesight, macular degeneration, the doctor told him for the past 2 years, it has not gotten any worse. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So I just want to thank you again,
Thank
because
you.
I'm just blown away with my thyroids, because now I can
I'm
start
glad
back
to hear
taking
it.
I can
Yeah.
start back taking now the collagen, because I had the hyperthyroidism. So if I was there, I'd give you a big, big hug. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. So much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
No, that is awesome. Yes, thanks for coming forward and sharing such a great testimony here on this Sunday. Okay, so we've got Bernard Dean that has his hand up, and then we're going to go to Doris Lovat. So Bernard, just
Okay.
as soon as I went to grab you, there we go. Somebody moved there we go. Okay, Bernard,
Okay.
your experience.
Dr. Prasad, I wanted to share with you a situation that happened actually about 2.5 weeks ago. I received a call from a gentleman from Iowa, and someone else had told him about your products. He had gotten information that he only had 2 months to live, and this individual has stomach cancer. And they said, well, you can take chemotherapy or radiation. They said, but they said it may prolong it a little bit of time, but they said, from what we can see, you have no chance of living beyond 2 months. So when he gave me his call, of course, it was heart-wrenching to hear his testimony, because he had mentioned the point that he really wanted to live, and he had so many dreams that he felt actually was taken away from him. He had only received this information about 2 days before he talked to me. So one of his friends told me about him, and of course, he had told this gentleman about me, and he called me up to give me the story. So 2 months to live, you can't really promise anyone anything in regard to your products, but nevertheless, because I have had a number of people that actually got on your product that was in 4-stage cancer, that went back to stage 1, as well as actually cancer totally disappearing. I figured he asked me, he said, do you believe these products would help me? I said, well, absolutely. I believe they would help you. I said, whether they would change that 2 month factor, I don't know. But if you haven't given, if they have not given you any hope, I said, what would you have to lose? Go ahead and try it. So long story short, you may have remembered this person because I called you up and asked you about the therapeutic dose, and you told me that you said, well, Bernard, let him know that he needs to be on 3 daily EMFs dosage three times a day, 3 times a dose, 3 times a day, which was 27 capsules, or of course we mixed it with the micro daily hydro. So that along with the probiotic 3 times a day. So long story short, even though this gentleman he said he was in extreme pain. He said that every day was very, very testing for him. He said he had lost hope in anything. He said, so anything that would help him, he would appreciate it. So long story short, there were some people, and this is on here for everybody. There are people that doubt whether your products are real. And some of these people were actually called me up and told me, they said, leave this person alone and said, let them go ahead and go through their process because they felt I was giving them a false hope. So I said, well, okay, they told me not to call him. I said, well, I won't. And I honored it. But within about 3 hours after that call, they called me back. Or well, they didn't call me, but he called me, which is named Don Priest. He called me up and he says, hey, Bernard, he said, when are my products getting here? I said, well, I thought that some of your family and friends told me don't call you anymore. He said, Bernard, I'm trying to live. He said, these people have no solution for my problem, but they all want to try to control my life. He said, I'm looking forward to my product. Please. He said, when are my products going to arrive? So I got on the phone and I saw when his product arrived. Where it arrived, he told me when his products arrived, I got with him and told him how to take the 3 doses 3 times a day. And he started taking it. He said for the first couple of days, he said, my stomach, which was stomach cancer, felt like it was a volcano. He said it was the pain was so bad that he didn't know what was happening. But he said because he did not have any hope, he continued the process. He said within the a little bit after the second day, the process, the pain in his stomach started subsiding. He said that between the second and third day, he started feeling better. He said as the pressure across his chest, it was starting to diminish. So he called me every other day to tell me the progress. But long story short, it's been now about a month and a half with this situation. And I received a message today, actually, from the person that told me not to push this product on him. And she said, she was working with him on a project yesterday, and he said he's felt the best that he's felt in months since that's within a couple of months he received. He said he feels the best he feels. He has no pain. He said when he doesn't go to work, he doesn't feel any pressure. By the way, when he started taking the product after about a month and a half, he said he felt so good he went back to his part-time job. He said the only time I feel a little bit of pressure is on the job. He said, I get a little pressure afterwards, I go home. I said, well, if you're going through all this, why are you working? He said, because I just feel good and I need to work. So long story short, the lady sent me a message that was telling me not to take the product. He sent me a message today. She says she worked with him yesterday. He said he feels great. And it's been a month and a half. He's supposed to die within 2 months. But now he's feeling so good that he's telling other people about the product. And he says he can't wait to see what happens in the future. So that's a month and a half that he's been on the EMF. And for those of you that are wondering what he took 3 doses of EMF, the capsule or the hydro 3 times a day, along with probiotic 3 times a day. And he says that it is absolutely phenomenal. He never thought that he would feel as good as he feels now. So I just want to thank you because your product is actually giving hope to the hopeless and it's helping people to appreciate that if they're willing to give your product a chance for 3 months, it can change the dynamics of everything they're doing.
Yeah. Sometimes, Bernard, this if he was taking a hydro, sometimes hydro is a little bit acidic. And so it can upset him because he was sick anyway, but it can do upset the stomach. But if you take a capsule, say for example, and the content of the capsule is dissolved in a yogurt or applesauce or something, and then eat it, under that scenario, your stomach might not get upset. So I just want to make that clear. But
Well, actually, you told him that, and that's what he did. He's taking two doses with the capsules. He's opening it up
yeah,
and putting
good.
it in applesauce or yogurt.
Yeah,
And one, he's taking one of the hydro, and he's mixing it even in the hydro. And he
yeah,
said it doesn't affect him whatsoever. The main thing is to remember when you take the microdeli, you have to take it with food. That
food,
was
yeah,
something that was huge with
right.
him. And he followed exactly what you said do.
Yeah,
And Dr. Prasad, this man calls me up. When you hear him talking, it is blow you away. He says he doesn't feel anything. Now his man's supposed to be dead in actually 2 months. He only got 2 weeks where he's not supposed to survive with the doctors. And right now, he called me up, by the way, and asked me, he said, well, can I take chemotherapy with this? Because they're recommending chemotherapy. And I told him, I said, well, whether you take chemotherapy or not, that's your choice. I said, it may help you out. And that's something you may want to consider. So I think he said he wants to take one treatment to see whether it would help him out with actually escalating the getting rid of the tumor. The tumor in the stomach, by the way, is bigger than a football. And he says that now he can feel it up on his ribs, but he said, I don't know what's going on. He said, but he said, for the first time, I feel better than I ever have. So I'm not saying that
what kind of cancer he has, Bernard?
he has a stomach cancer. He has a tumor in his stomach.
Oh,
And he
wow.
says that he said he could feel it up under his ribs. And every day he was in excruciating pain. And he said he felt terrible every day.
Yeah,
But two
and
weeks
so,
after he started your products, he said he feels that this was yesterday. He worked with someone that called me up, not him. Someone called me up and says, I talked to him. And he said he's felt better than he have in months. And
yeah,
he's actually now promoting your products.
thank you. Another very interesting, when he has a stomach cancer, and when you take the product, and if the cell is dying, it creates the dying, that releases all kind of material. And so for a short time, the feeling was that his stomach was burning or hurting. And that is the reaction because the tumor was being killed and all these cells, dead cells, are being released. And then it has to be eliminated before you feel better. So at least for a few days, that may account for that, his cancer cell was dying and releasing all kind of materials in the gut, and you felt okay. That's good to know.
Well, that's good. And I just want to thank you because there's so many people on this call. There's people on this call who don't have their hands up. And I kind of feel sorry for them because when you got something wonderful taking place with you, you should be excited to show it
Yes,
because it tells everybody that it's working for you, whether it's your kidneys, whether it's your heart, whether it's dementia, whether it's cancer, whether it's diabetes. At the end of the day, we're all trying to share something that works. Dr.
yeah.
Prasad, you are an amazing scientist, and
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. They got a lot more experiences, so I'm gonna yield to everyone. But I have to tell you something. This individual, now he is one of the greatest testimonies you're ever gonna have. Stay tuned, because I believe the best is yet to come.
Good.
Thank you, Bernard. That was amazing. Wow, what a story. And that's what today is all about. It's those stories, because everybody has a story, and your explanation there. We've got three more hands that have been raised. We're gonna first of all talk to Dolores, and then Shereé, Carol, and Charles. So we'll go in that order. We'll add your spotlight here, Dolores. So good to see you. A great day to be
Good to see
alive.
you. It sure is. I want to thank Dr. Prasad. Thank you and Jonathan, because Dr. Prasad, you formulated the best products that there are in the world. Jeff told Jonathan, and Jonathan sent Jeff to me. and he told me. And so we've been taking the products now I have for about 7 or 8 years. All I can say is Micro Daily has done excellent for my whole family. I don't have any, I'm not taking any medicine. I don't have high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, or none of that, but I was taking it as a preventative. But once you've had 7 children, you got to have some hormonal issues. So then, Micro Daily has helped me out there. My husband, he's taking the Micro Daily as well. He has AFib. He sees a nephrologist, and he only get good results. He has high blood pressure. The doctor just had to take him off of half of the milligram. He was taking the lowest. So now he's off of half of that. And he just took his blood pressure as I was coming on, and he said it was 119/73.
Oh, that's good.
So we are doing fine, the whole family. And as far as GLP-1, I'm like most people, it's not that I'm losing, it's not forcing me to lose weight, but it is causing me to lose inches, feel good. I don't be hungry, so I got to make myself eat. And so I've been trying to eat healthy, and I can see the inches and stuff. My clothes are feeling different. I'm feeling different. And so I do thank you so very much. Your products, I will tell anyone. My daughter asked me one time about Micro Daily. I said, yes.
Thank you.
I believe in Micro Daily. I know it. I'm not just saying what somebody else said. I know what it has done for me and my whole family. So thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome testimonial there, Dolores. Appreciate it, and appreciate all of our connections we've made. Dolores and I must communicate sometimes 2-3 times a day, or throughout the week. So yeah, it's a tremendous day. Thank you so much. All right, Shereé, we're gonna go ahead and pull you up here onto the screen with us, and your testimony here to share with Dr. Prasad. We're not hearing you for some reason. It says that your microphone is open, but I'm not getting any audio. Ah, shoot. Yeah, try it again. There. Yeah.
Yeah, now you're okay.
Well, it's she had her microphone open before, but we weren't hearing her. Darn it. Why don't you try just completely leaving the meeting and then coming back in, and as you come back in, choose internet audio. That might be the answer. Or you can go down to the lower left-hand corner where the microphone symbol is, click on the little drop-down menu to that. It might just need to be that you designate which microphone. Yep. Yep. Dr. Prasad knows these things now because
because you taught me.
he's done them. All right, Shereé. We'll just pull you off the spotlight for now, and if you need to come back in, that would be awesome. So Carol, Bryan, Carol, you're next, and then we have Charles. So we'll go ahead and add your spotlight up here. Your experiences with the products, if you can share that with both of us here. Go ahead.
Actually, I wanted to ask Dr. Prasad about the pain. I have a customer who...
It just tell us the testimonial. We're not asking the questions today. So just your testimonial. Okay.
How am I going to know? He's starting the product today.
Fantastic.
I don't want him to have any pain. So I wanted to know if there's anything he could do to avoid it. He has colon cancer.
CBD.
CBD. Okay. All right,
Yep.
thank you. Well, my testimony is that I had floaters. That's just one of them. And they're all gone now. I had ringing in my ears, and that is gone. My vision, I have cataracts and glaucoma. And the ophthalmologist told me that I have 20/20 vision with just a little help. So yesterday I was taking off, and every time I put on my glasses, I had to take them off because I couldn't see properly with them on. So, there's that. Then, for some peculiar reason, my edema had gone in my ankles, and then it came back. And I didn't know what was causing it. So I started doing some exercises, you know, moving my feet around some more and wiggling my toes and stretching them. And now it's all gone again. So that is where I am at the moment.
Okay,
Thank you, Dr.
that's
Prasad,
good.
again.
Yeah.
That is awesome, Carol. And it's been fun to be on this journey with you and see those changes take place. So appreciate your contributions for today.
Thank
All
you.
righty. Okay, Charles R. With a number 2 out by the side. Your hand is up and in line. You're next. There he is.
Hey,
Okay.
that's Charles R.
Oh my goodness, I know you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Welcome from Ecuador. And Dr. Prasad, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And once again, your products are just doing amazing things for a lot of people. And we thank your expertise and your products for helping so many people. But I had a good friend of mine with Sir. I've known him for probably, well, a long time, almost a half a century. And he ends up, his wife calls me, and he has major depression. He had gone down a deep hole, and I think he was classified with major depression and uh, a couple different things. And I talked to you about him before, and you said CBD.
Mm.
And so we finally got him, and I sent him the original micro daily. And then the wife remembered that the methylated is what he works better with.
Mm-hmm.
And so we end up sending the methylated after that. And it's been about 2 to 3 weeks. And she sent me a text. She says, I don't know how everything's working, but she says, my husband, well, first of all, he was in bed all the time. He could not get out of bed. He could not face life, and he keeps a cover over his head all day long. Couldn't get up. He was in a deep depression, and he would cry, and he just couldn't function with life. As a matter of fact, he did not want to live. But he started taking the products, and she said that he would take them religiously. And she sent me a text the other day. I probably should read it. She said, I think he's doing better today. She says, because I was out cutting the yard, and he decided he didn't want me to cut the yard. He wanted to get out and cut the yard.
Wow.
And so I told him, well, no, you're not. No, he says, let me do this. So he got up, and she said, well, I don't know if you're going to have the strength to do this. You haven't done anything for several months, because I think he's been in this hole for about a year. And so he got up and he started cutting the yard. And then she said he didn't get super far, but he did some. And then he got tired, so he laid on the grass. And then he got up and came in the house and he ate, which he doesn't normally eat very well. Well, she told me, she sent me a text for yesterday. Yesterday, he got up and he was going to go do some social activity. And he was nervous if he could do it, but he got up and he did it. And then after that, he went to a meeting and he didn't think he could do it. And he did. And then the social activity was like 4 hours, from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And he came home feeling great. He ate, and then he went to another function. And so she says that, I'm not sure if this is, but something's working, something's changing with him. So the products are really, it's saving his life. Believe it or not, it's literally saving his life. So thank you so very much for your products. What I recommended that they have, he's taking the original, well, methylated. He's taking the probiotics. He's taking the CBD. No, he's taking the absolutely the CBD, and he's taking the
Collagen?
omega-3.
Omega-3, great.
And so thank you so very much.
Thank you for telling me. This is a very interesting story.
Yeah, and so he was in hyper depression.
Yes. And it has no toxicity. There are some medication for depression and anxiety, but they produce side effects.
Yep.
And the way you proposed, the way you suggested it was fantastic. Good approach.
Thank you. It's not me, it's you. You're doing it. Thank you so much.
Great testimonial, Charles. Thank you. And saving one at a time, people's lives. So.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, Lisa King, and then we've got Liebert's iPhone. Now, Lisa, I know you've got some amazing experiences. If you want to go ahead, are you to a place where you can open up your phone? Or Shereé, can we hear you now? I just saw you pop up.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Let's do Shereé first, and then Lisa, you're next. Okay, there we go. Okay, share your experience.
Good. Well, I was diagnosed with breast cancer in September. And I was, I've always tried to do natural things, but since my mother passed from breast cancer, of course, my family didn't want to hear nothing about no herbs. And so, and with the doctor, they thought the breast thing was the chemo. I didn't get introduced to the product until January. I met Michelle, and I told her I was really going to get some energy from dealing with the chemo, because I never was a mom that sat at home. I'm always was a busy person. But so that's what I was going for. But she kept telling me that she had something better. She said, "I was something good. I got something." So I said, "Well, okay, I'll see what she's talking about." So she told me about the products, and she told me to join the meeting on Sunday, and that's what I did. I joined the meeting, and you was able to answer my question because I wanted to know, could you take the products while you do chemo? And you said yes. And that was January when I started taking the products. As of now, they don't see any breast cancer in neither one of the breasts. Thank you so much. Anyway, I know they don't see any breast cancer, and it's gone. It's gone. And so, in fact, that's what they keep on looking at, because I was diagnosed with stage 3 HER2 negative breast cancer. And so now I met with another doctor, and so they don't see any reason to remove my breast. And so I'm going through some other doctor's appointments to see exactly what should I do next. But I do want to take this opportunity to tell you thank you. And I thank Michelle and Bernard so much. I can't see.
What was your oncologist reaction? We must have said, well, this is surprising because chemotherapy radiation alone does not kill all cancer.
Well, unfortunately, Doctor, they kept telling me my blood, everything was good. And they kept telling me they was going to lower my dose of the chemo. But for whatever reason, they couldn't, because it was oncologists, a bunch of them working together. They couldn't really agree to what I should do with me, with what they should do with me. So I, because I knew I was feeling good, I knew that I wasn't looking like the people that was coming in to get chemo treatments. I just told them that I'm not doing it no more. Because at first they said they cut it down from 12 treatments. Well, it was supposed to be 24 rounds. And then they cut it down to 12 rounds. And then like the third or fourth time I went to get chemo, they was like, "Oh, we're going to cut it down to 4." And so that was the good. That's why I knew it was working. And I knew that I still had energy to still function. And so now I have a new set of doctors, and these doctors are saying that they don't have to remove the breast. They're going to help me understand about the removal of the lymph nodes, and then we're going to go on from there. But I do want to thank you, and I do thank Bernard and Michelle for everything.
That's amazing.
Wow. Thank you.
That's
And that was
amazing.
thank you, Shereé, for going out and coming back in, because we needed to hear that.
Oh,
And we
definitely.
needed
Definitely.
to experience that
Thank
from
you
you.
very much. Yeah, Sherry.
Amazing. Amazing. Thanks again. Wow. Wow, Dr. Prasad. We've got two more, and that's probably going to end it for today. How fast has this hour gone? Our story hour is it's just flown by.
Fast.
My goodness, Lisa King, you are next, and I know you've got some really exciting things to share with Dr. Prasad as well. And then Liebert is next. So there you go, Lisa. You are up.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you so much for just, putting this testimonial session on. Dr. Prasad, just as the other caller said, if I can just grab and hug you, man, I just hug you so darn big. You are amazing. There's several testimonies that I'm just going to get into mine, but the cancer ones that you guys are giving, and again, within this last year, stage 4, no more for my husband within 10 months. Also, a few years ago, I was diagnosed with another aneurysm. I had brain surgery about 15 years ago from a brain aneurysm. Had to learn to walk and talk and all that stuff again. And now they found another one, but I have been taking the brain boost, just all of the products. The only product I wasn't taking was the sleep boost, but now the brain aneurysm is still there, but it's not moved. It's not going anywhere. It's not growing, and it remains the same. So that is a blessing. So my main testimony right now is I've never taken your sleep boost, but obviously I was having some trouble with sleep, and last week told me just how much trouble, because my husband had on the vaporizer, and he had too much oil in it for me. And the vaporizer just like had my eyes burning, and it was too much. So when I got up to go to the restroom, I would leave the bedroom door open. And so some of the vapor stuff could go out and I wouldn't feel it as much. I come in, I get back in the bed, I go to sleep. I wake up again, the door was closed. So obviously he's up. So I go out, I close the door again. I open the door again because he's closed it. And I go back to sleep, and I wake up again, and the door is back closed again. So I opened the door. So this happened 3 times. So I'm not getting much sleep if we both up and down, opening and closing doors. So from that, I said, well, this would be a good time for me to try the sleep boost. So actually, I got the sleep boost, and oh my God, amazing. Amazing, amazing. So the only thing I'm not taking is the GLP1, but every one of your products is on my list, and I will continually take them for life. And I thank you.
If you don't have to lose any weight, then you don't have to take a GLP. It looks like you are in very good shape. And therefore, until you are overweight or obese, which you are not, and then you don't have to take a GLP only for those people who are overweight and have or obese or have some diabetes issue, sugar issue, but otherwise.
But I've been told that the GLP-1 is still good for me, even if I don't, want to lose weight because of all of the ingredients you have in it. So I have it here. So don't think I'm not going to try it too, though, Dr. Prasad.
You can try it, but it is not essential for you. You can
exactly.
if anything any good for you, because nobody has tested on a normal individual which doesn't have to lose weight. So we don't know how normal individual who doesn't have to lose weight will react. So I have no knowledge. Nobody has.
But I can take some of those inches. I can stand those inches. So I'll probably do it just for the inches, Dr. Prasad. Thank you, and I won't hold up any more time. I just love you.
She'd do it for just the inches. And Dr. Prasad, we actually have, and as part of the that little survey that you send out, we have individuals that haven't needed to lose weight, but have noticed also a better in their overall mood and in their feeling. It's doing something with neurotransmitters or things that are happening.
GLP has many other functions. Not only that, the herbs that we have it in there, which are producing GLP, has many other very useful functions for your body. So our product is not only for GLP increasing, but also have an additional benefit, which we did not define it because, but it has an antioxidant, it has a calming effect. All these things have been tried in Ayurvedic medicine, in Chinese medicine, and some in American herbs. And so, it is very interesting. Like, take the example of curcumin or cinnamon, because they are all used in Indian spices I use every day. And but the thing is that they have increased GLP-1, but they also have for many other benefit.
It's awesome.
I'm going to take advantage of them.
Yeah, maybe you want to try it. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Great testimony.
Thanks, Jeff, bringing that point, because it has some additional. It is not just GLP-1; it has some additional function.
Yeah. So once people start filling out that little questionnaire, you're going to have some great information to share with everybody. Okay. So Liebert's iPhone, and that may be the last one. I know we've got the Roberts with their hand up. So Liebert's, go ahead.
That's fine.
Yep.
All right. Good afternoon or good evening. I'm not for sure. I don't really have a testimony, and I'm sorry that I can't open my camera because I'm busy in the kitchen and I'm not appropriately dressed. But Carol is the one who introduced the product to me, and
Yes.
I have purchased the Micro Daily EMF and also the probiotics daily.
Perfect.
Because I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and it has spread to my liver. This diagnosis came in January, and I have changed my life. It has changed my life, my eating habits, my diet, and everything. And so I have just purchased them. I received them yesterday. But there is something that I asked Carol, and that is what I want. I know that is a testimony, but I wanted to ask these questions because I want to start the program tomorrow morning, and I need to know what to do. Actually, I wanted to start today, but when I asked her, there was some uncertainty in her explanation. So I was very glad that I could get the opportunity. If you would allow me to ask the questions here. I see on the container, on the packages, that it says that you should, if you are seeing a doctor for any illness at all, you're supposed to let them know that you're going to take this product.
Sure. No, but first the therapeutic dose. I'm presume you're talking about therapeutic dose, and the reason it works on a cancer cell, because all cancer cells require 2 nutrients for survival and growth. One is glucose, another is glutamine. And high-dose antioxidant blocks the uptake. So cancer cells have no choice, then they die. Whether cancer cell is any kind of cancer cell, doesn't make difference. As long as you're a cancer cell, you have to have a glucose, you have to have glutamine for survival. High-dose antioxidant block that. So you can grow, you can survive. Very simple.
And the other,
for example, chemotherapy and radiation, they kill cancer cell, but also they kill normal cell by generating extensive amount of free radicals. You see, so mechanism is different. But if you combine both together, then you are taking advantage of both, and the tumor will disappear much faster.
And the other thing is that on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, I'm supposed to go back to the oncologist because I am looking at immunotherapy, as a treatment.
But again, immunotherapy is also very good. But, this thing does not interfere with immunotherapy. So you can combine immunotherapy as well as high-dose antioxidant.
Because I also noticed when I spoke with the oncologist, she said that I can take supplements. But if in terms of vitamin C, I mustn't take high dosage of supplements of vitamin C. When I look at this product, I realize that the highest is vitamin C.
Yeah.
It's all balanced. Dr. Prasad has taken years and his life putting that together.
Yeah, combination is very important. You have to remember it. If you just take vitamin C alone, it could be dangerous.
Okay.
Because it gets oxidized and can cause a lot kind of problem. But if you're on a multiple antioxidant that we have suggested, eat high dose, it's a different story.
I was just wondering if it was going to cause any complications with the immunotherapy.
Just going to help. It's going to be
immunotherapy is useful if you can find it, but sometimes if it is antibodies produced from your same tumor, then this is okay. But nowadays, develop some immunotherapy is also it is not from your tumor, but some medications, and that cause some toxicity and so on. And so immunotherapy, as long as it has prepared from your own tumor, then it's going to be very effective. But sometimes they don't do that. They take medicine from other type of tumor, and then they give you same.
Because what I'm waiting on, I'm supposed to get back the result of the biopsy sample that was sent to do the test to see if my body can receive the immunotherapy.
Okay.
But he will come back on in a couple of weeks, or when we do the testimonial call for May. We'd love to hear from you and tell us about that journey. I'm sure Carol will keep us in connection with you as well. If you have any additional questions, thank you for coming on.
You had mentioned. Sorry about that. You had mentioned something about the in your earlier on about the probiotics.
Mm-hmm.
About the probiotic. But am I supposed to take it 3 times daily or 1 time per day?
Daily, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening.
Okay, so I'm supposed to take 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 2. If you can do 3, do 1 in the morning and 2 in the evening, so that it can be undisturbed while you sleep, and the bacteria will proliferate if you're not eating and drinking on top of it. So awesome. All right. Hey, well, get back to us. And thank you again for coming forward and sharing your experience. Start today. Don't wait. There's really no reason to wait overnight to start tomorrow. Start tonight.
Exactly.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay. One last hand. It's the Roberts, and you'll be it for today. We're like 5 minutes after the hour. The Roberts has their hand up. I don't. You'll have to unmute yourself. There we go.
Hello.
Hi. Your testimony for Dr. Prasad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just want to say all his products are wonderful. Me and my daughter are on the GLP1. Loves it. One thing I would like to ask quickly, Dr. Prasad, you are wonderful. Have you ever thought about making just one big giant miracle pill for everything?
Thank you.
So have you ever thought about making just one pill for my sister asked me that yesterday when I told her what I was taking, and she said, well, you don't need it. I said, yes, I do. So have you ever thought about making just one for everything, like just one capsule and for everything? The miracle nutrient.
It would probably be a little too large. You couldn't put the oils in with the with the collagen, and it wouldn't quite work with the probiotics. Yeah, it's that core 4. There is just some magic with the core 4, and in the boost, depending upon which direction your body needs a little boost. Those boost products are amazing.
Exactly.
Okay, well, keep making them to keep us alive just a little longer. Thank you.
All righty. I appreciate you coming forward. So, wow, Dr. Prasad, what a Sunday. Welcome back from vacation. And we've just, we've heard some amazing experiences from people. People have come forward with their stories.
Yeah.
And that's what these Sundays are all about. So,